Hey guys, welcome to PE tip number 52, and today's tip is for you to really understand what the average penis size is and how it compares to the ideal goal. Okay, so I want to give you guys some realistic worldview of what's the norm, and what it often when people do PE they go for. So let's start with what people often go for. So guys, this is often called the golden standard, right? Sometimes you'll see 8x6. That's 2 inches in diameter, or a little under, but it's a little under 2 inches. But 6, right? 6-inch diameter, so that equals 2 inches in across. You took a tape and went around this, and 8 inches in length, right? That's what this is. Pretty big, right? Pretty big. Now I pulled it up, guys. And I get a lot of different views, but I looked up what is the average penis size. So the average penis size is 5.2 inches or 13.12 centimeters, with an average of 4.6 inches or 11.66 centimeters. All right, guys, that is the average. That is the average length and circumference. So what does that look like? What does that look like in compare? Well, the length, 5.2, is just a little shy of this pen, right? If you can see the length of this pen. So let's just kind of put them next to each other. This is This is like the fantasy, the goal, the thing people go for, and this is what they usually have in length. So you can see there's quite a bit of difference, right, guys? It's actually, let me take it out. It'd probably be more closer without the ink in there. Let me take that out. So it's probably... That's about the average, guys. That's the average length. Now, in diameter, it's about 1.5 inches across. That's about the width of this coin here. I measured it earlier. That's about 1.5 inches. So let's take a look at this, and you can see how much thicker the ideal is compared to the reality, the norm. This is the norm. This is what people aim for. Now, so if you're already above any of that, you're already in good shape. So here's the question, guys. Why do we have this? Why is this the goal? Why is this the fantasy? Why is this the thing we try to obtain? And this is what I think porn has done some bad. So in porn, if you're watching this, you've probably seen porn. Let's not shit ourselves. So in porn, they have really tiny girls, right? That's number one. So it gives this. So if you do have a big penis, it looks even bigger. They do go for genetic, if you're genetically gifted guys, obviously, some of the guys on there are very genetically gifted, so this gives us the perception that this is the average. Some of them do PE. They've even admitted they do PE, so again, they're doing things to enhance themselves. And then there's camera tricks, right, guys? So there's 4 ways that they make the penis look way bigger than it probably is, or if it is exceptionally big, they're either doing PE or they are just genetic freaks. And like I said, they got the tiny girls, you know what I mean? So this is meant to make a fantasy. This is meant to make an illusion, an entertainment. Now, and we're going to kind of get a little bit of a sidetrack, and then we're going to get back to this. I don't view... A lot of people look at a fantasy, and they get depressed because they're like, I'll never achieve that. I'll never have that. I kind of look at things that are a little bit of a fantasy, and I'm like, I get inspired by them. Like, I should inspire. I mean, I might not ever reach it, but it's a goal for me to at least work towards. And I think it was Dan Penn who said, even if you only got 75% of the way to the fantasy goal, you would still be way ahead of everyone else who didn't even try, right? That's how he looks at it. And I kind of like that mindset. I think that's a great mindset to have. So that's a one way to look at it, right? So don't get you see something and get depressed. Look at the average. I've given you the average. 5 1/4, right? 5 1/4 is basically what they're saying for length, and 4 5/8 for circumference, or the base of your penis would be about as thick as this coin, right? And if you hit that or you're above that, you're average or above. Now where am I at? So if you guys go to the blog, my website, which the link is in the description down below, and you look at day 1 of the 91 days of Bathmate challenge. You'll see my measurements. It's all there. It's for the it can't hide them. But I am 5 in a lengthwise. I'm 6 3/4, and circumference-wise, I am 5 1/8. So it sounds like I can say, well, I'm above average. So you know what I mean. But I wasn't like that all the time. I really wish I had the pictures from when I was in my early 20s. I was at average length. I was probably about. I was at 5 3/4, which is a little bit above average for length. But my circumference was at 4 3/4, and that's right there. 4 3/4, 4 5/8. That's right there. So PE has helped me. It has advanced me. That's why I recommend it. So you can gain. Just like I said, don't fall into despair because yourself doesn't match the fantasy. It's a fantasy for a reason, guys. They create the illusion for entertainment purposes, right? That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to entertain you. So don't fall into the mindset of I can't do anything because I'm not like them. That's the wrong mindset. Instead, you should say, okay, is there anything I can do in my life to get closer to that? And if you're above average, like right now, guys, if I never did PE again, I'd be happy. I like, you know what I mean? It wouldn't really bother me. And you can get to that point too. And I'm getting to what I think. If you want that, guys, that's what this channel is here. It's here to help you get closer to that goal. Now, the two best things I can recommend, guys, is one, lose the weight. Okay, a lot of people are overweight, and the weight hides inches, and it makes it hard to get a good quality erection. That's my number one tip. If you want to get your size bigger, lose the weight. Okay, cut out the carbs, eat just good meats and green vegetables, and do a little exercise. Okay, and that's always going to be my number one tip. Okay, before you buy any device, before you do any manual stretches, before you get a size genetic extender, whatever it may be, my number one piece of advice is going to be lose the weight. Okay, that's the biggest, most important PE thing you can do. Lose the weight. The second thing, guys, if you're strapped in time or you want to just get into the bit, is buy a Bathmate Extreme. I think the Bathmate is the best PE device on the market. This thing rocks. I love this thing. This thing, guys, hitting the gym, eating right, and doing this, you will transform your body, right? Everything else will be extra. Everything else you do will speed up the process or get you a little bit further, but those are the cores, right? Those are the core things. Eat well, work out, do the Bathmate. Okay, guys, that is the core. That is what you should be doing. That is the thing you should start this whole journey with. Those 3 things. Actually, I'll give you a bonus. If you got debt, eliminate debt. But that's eliminate the debt. That's a whole nother subject. But for terms of your body, those 3 things. So, like I said, guys, and if you guys get to like above 6 inches, like even if you get to 6 1/4, be happy with that. I mean, there are people who would kill for that. So don't think you don't have to aim for the golden goal. Okay, you don't have to be like, oh, I didn't hit this, so I'm a failure. Don't think that. Like I said, if you just get above 6 inches, like you get 6 1/4, 6 1/2, you are like way above average. You get above get above 5 in girth, 5 inches in circumference for girth. You are above the average. You'll be killing it, right? You will be killing it, guys. So you don't need, like I said, you don't need to feel like I didn't hit the golden goal. All is lost. No. Just this is, like I said, this is like where I would stop. Like if I hit this, guys, I would stop. I would be afraid to go any further than this. Okay, I would be afraid to go any further than this. That's the idea I want you to get in your head. So anyways, guys, I hope you take this to heart. I hope you understand what we're talking about with realistic sizes versus like the golden size everyone tries to get. And if you get above average but you don't hit it, that's fine, guys. Be happy. I mean, there's people out there, they would kill for that. Okay, so like I said, again, keep a realistic mindset of what the actual average is and what actually men have. And if you want to grow your size, remember the three most important things: eat well, work out to lose the weight and get a bath mate. Those would be my recommendations right off the bat. So if you guys want, like I said, more exclusive content, please click the link to the website down below. The landing page is safe for work. The individual posts are not. Okay. Also, if you are interested in a bath mate or a size genetic extender, I have links, affiliated links in the description down below. Click on them, give it a check. If you like they got 60-day money back guaranteed, guys. So if you don't like the device, if you're like, I don't like this, you can just send it back, right? So you got 2 months worth of giving this a shot. I don't think there's much to lose. I think you're gonna love it. I think if you get it, you are going to just love it, love it, love it. So check it out, guys. I'll see you on the next PE tip, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Later.